with me, Scrunchy?
Hi everyone, thanks for watching today's video where we're going to talk about what's on the horizon. What's on the horizon for this channel, my website, as well as what's going on outside of the fish barn on this property. So without further ado, let's dive into the website, plantladysara.com. If you're looking for houseplants, we've got those propagating and quite a few listed already. Wesley is trying to sell some of his used items so that he can make some money to, of course, fund all the new wants that he has in his outdoor life. And you know what? I'm hopping on his bandwagon and I'm selling a few extra things that I've got around the house too. But we've got t-shirts for fish people and t-shirts for plant people. We've got coffee mugs for every kind of people. There's funny socks. There's a variety of funny wall art. If you're going to grow your own house plants, we've got the needs that you have for that too. If you need some items for your home or for your pet, you never know what you're going to find. Self-care items, if you're into yoga or meditation, we've got that. And I created Chocolatier Corner. It's got a variety of items, but that's because I'm a chocolatier. Did I tell you guys I went to chocolate school? Who knows what the future is going to bring for me. So let's transition a little and talk about what else you can expect out of this channel. Sunrises and sunsets are sure to come, but thank you so much for the 1,000 views on my plant room tour. Houseplants are just one piece of the plants. I'm also into edible plants. We'll be covering some of Florida's native plants. This one, a Florida fish poison. They're at our driveway, and I don't like the name of them. I'm just going to say that. But beside that, I've got 10-year-old houseplants that we're propagating, moving with the houseplants. Going to be sharing with you guys some of the stories behind the plants, take you along the journeys that I've had with them over the last decade and how I got to where I am with them. Succulents have definitely been a journey. As you see, I once prided myself on how tall they were, but I now know that means they were stretching for light. Some other topics I'll cover is sharing documentation of our move with you guys. You all know it was a lot, so I definitely gathered some footage. Onions, celery, tomatoes, 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 green beans, cucumbers, carrots, spinaches, and lettuces. And over here I have peppers, sweet and hot. More to come. But that's my kiwis that have been growing since Indiana. They should fruit this year. I'll be germinating some mandarin trees, grapefruit trees, and cherry trees. We've got a whole forest to fill up here. Stay tuned to the end. I've already been into making a lot of my own food, but now we're going to really focus on things being from scratch. Homemade potato chips. Who'd have known it was that easy? But now let's just explore some Florida wildlife together. This thing, I thought it was an evening primrose, but it looks more like an alligator weed. I don't know. It reacts when you touch the leaves. The neatest thing. But it's native, it's cozy, it handles our soils and our weather. My morning favorites. They show how badly the flower bed needs a rehaul. This is Ralph, he's Wesley's new buddy. And this is his brother Steve.
Are you gonna get me? Oh. It's okay, bud. We're not here to fight. We're here to be friends. Don't be worried. Out here identifying plants and I find this little guy.
Does anyone happen to know what it is?
He's scared stiff. be friends? We'll find out.
Is it a snail right on the thing?
Caterpillar.
Huh?
Caterpillar.
Oh. Wild looking caterpillar.
Uh-huh. I want to touch him so bad. It's probably a bad idea. You're going to want to go back the way you came, buddy. I gotta turn this water on.
But I appreciate it. At least we tried to see if it'll work, but I guess not. Till next time, everybody, peace. Have a great one. Alright. Dude, this is so cool. I want to jump in so hard.
So welcome to the future food forest. Let's start with compost. That will be going right here. Right now that's just stumps left over by the old owner, but we'll get those burnt in the fire pit. And I'll move my teeny tiny current compost to its final destination. As right now, my hose wouldn't reach all the way out there, but we have a new one and that is going to get me anywhere that I need to go. So again, fire pit. A little bit of a circle drive will go around there and kind of loop back in that direction. So my planting area will begin right here, kind of go right on up to the light pole. Yeah, light pole is going to kind of be the start of it all. That way I don't get too close to the house or to the driveway, don't block any views. Probably put some trees in here along the back line and pretty much stop at that light pole. It's honestly probably more space than I'm ever going to need, but it's nice to know that I can give everything as much space as it might ever want. The whole while being mindful not to block line of sight between the house and the barn and his future golf cart path, which will have to come in here. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it is a little hilly throughout here. There's a little bit of higher and lower elevation. It's a little bit hard to see from this perspective. We'll leave a golf cart path along the back, you know, hopefully in the future more of like a four-wheeler, lawnmower, tractor possibly. Just depends. The other side of that line of trees there is not our property, so you can kind of see our fence post right in there. It's pretty difficult to pick up. But nonetheless, here's where we will be. Variety of things will be going in. Fruit, annuals, perennials, maybe some non-edibles, but some things that will feed the soil because right now so much of it is just crabgrass and sand. Not a whole lot of nutrient density, so I'll be hopefully doing some cover cropping here in the warmer months and ready to kick it up when fall hits. Another piece I have to keep reminding myself is that I don't want to block anything to the front because of this. But we want to put in some trees because obviously we'll want to block a little bit of that traffic, give us a little bit of noise buffer. And then this section over here, really, there used to be more pine trees and we need to get the last few of those torn down. Our electric line runs behind them and it just looks a little unsafe because quite a few of them are no longer living. This section used to have another home at one time, so if we ever want a guest house, there's a spot already ready. Oh, and don't worry, this isn't the tiller I intend to use, it's marking a spot. We saw a little piece of rusty metal, and we've now been digging for a couple of weeks in our spare time. We have no idea what we're unearthing there, so it should be fun. All of this should be fun. Here, this might give a little better perspective to the elevation, but maybe not. Thought it was worth a try. Hoping that I can leverage some of that for some more natural irrigation as opposed to having to do individual lines. If there is some irrigation needed, which there probably will be in the hot weather, it'll be more of the standing bars that spray. But thank you guys so much for watching my plans here. And don't forget, plantladysara.com, where you can find things related to houseplants and much, much more. So again, we super appreciate the support that you guys have shown our family over the years. We truly wouldn't be here without you. The Sunset Kitties appreciate it just as much. Actually got 3 of our cats in here. This one's Mama Cat along for the sunset. She doesn't come out too often. But again, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Meow. Let's keep going. Coming? You're camera shy, huh, girl? Me too.